What sort of creatures did you play with? What in the world? 12 straight. So then what rank? Well, now you've lost it, you know? The You're not gonna play like you have anything to lose. So that we got that going for us. But then when your allies suck, if you lose 12, you did something wrong. Still, still, how you gonna carry them? It's just a matter of like how you do that in the game. Especially through Emerald, you're gonna have to do some of that. In Master Tier, you have to do some of that where you just have dead weight, and then you have to play different. Kled support, like maybe I'm playing too much Devil's Advocate, but I'm like, okay, like Diana can get it done anyways. It's just a matter of how you do it. Because you can't play the same when you have absolute creatures on your team. You know it. You have to do something a little different. But right. And but then the problem that you do that gets in your own way that loses you the game actively is you try to make it work your way instead of just going with the flow, giving up, giving it some time, something. There needs to be some sort of adjustment there. Well, you've tried to do it the hard way, and now you know that doesn't work. So now we can just do it. I bet that's where we'll get, but we'll see. Uneventful, but better than being back in the snow. I Yeah, they just put the stuff up. They'll say Merry Christmas, but yeah. Yep. Yeah. hmm Tell my friend where I got something to eat, and I was like, takeaway box, and then she's just like, takeaway, and I'm like, okay, this is gonna go one of two ways. She's gonna throw that shit in the garbage, or she's gonna set it up for me. And I was like, let's gamble. It's like, okay, take it away. Let's see what happens. And then of course, like they set everything up. Like America, they throw you that fucking box. You put the food in here. Here they like do it all for you, give you the bag. Thank you so much. That shit rocks. I don't even know how to say hi in Thai. GG. I say, hello. Ramus, watch out. He's going to clear at 30 minutes. I would hope. Yeah, Vel'Koz support. Yeah. Give me Nasus top lane too. Show this guy none of this shit matters. It's like you're playing cards, you know, you're handed a bad hand sometime. We gotta figure out how to play that right hand. You keep playing that fucking hand like it's a full house, and it's not. We can still win with that shit hand. Well, you don't need to know anything more. You don't have to learn anything more. It's more of experience or a mindset or the way you go about it in the moment. Right. BRB. One sec. We back. What were you saying? Oh, I'm with you, but also it's more of like you know, you come at it day and day in, and then eventually that fucking egg cracks. Go with the flow, baby. Smart. The next bush. All right. Vietnam, what they'll do? Riven would be in the bush below Scuttle. They get real deep somehow. A lot of times when I do a live game, the person's usually like, "Well, I wish I got a dog shit game so I could show you the dog shit part." And it's like, you got grasp Quinn. You got just what you were talking about. True. Yeah. You legit can. You can get off for the day, or you can play on a different account and it legit works. When I was in NA, it's real. Because I'd have to record games, and I'm like, I can't waste like 5 games. I don't have time for this. And that's what I was signing up for every time. Wow. You smite to get to the gank faster? Yeah. Ah, Vel'Koz gets it. You can just recall. Get the blast or the faded, and then it's so much better to go topside. Because you can get this gank off like fast, or if the jungler's there, and you're in business. Rammus clears so fucking slow though, who knows? But you didn't want to find Rammus and Twitch in that river, you know? Let's do Scuttle into his Raptors. Okay. He's going mid now. Just play for counter gank mid for a sec. There you go. Nice. That Rammus skin sucks. Push the wave. Hey, hurry up. You always want to cue the wave, not him. He's a waste of time. Right. Leave. Job's done. To Scuttle and then into his Krugs. You kill him now. So you got options here. Nice. Rammus sucks. Now you gotta cue these and recall. We want to get to our Raptors. Ay, ay, ay. Noob down. Where the wave wasn't there, I didn't want to fuck with it. That's why it requires that level of bullshit. Just go to the river. Go find Rammus. It's retarded. Dragon. Oh, 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 setting us up. All right, let's take that dragon. You have to skip the camps there to be there in time because Rammus does his two camps and ganks. And if you come from like the Krugs, it's just not as good. It doesn't even matter if you're level 6. It's not that doesn't matter. It's that you don't have the speed. It's farm now. There's that scuttle. It's worth a lot of XP. Q. Ha! Right to the Void Grubs, bro. Rammus fucked his game up. He made it so easy for you, too. You will get these noobs anywhere. It's about the matchmaking. It's not. And then it's a temporary thing, you know. You're going to play against this, but then you win enough, then you play against the good players. So even though there's the bad part of it, there's the good part too. Once you win enough, you get a reward. This Riven's super dead. A backflip. Too much. To flash for tank, I don't think he's worth shot. I think we killed the Twitch, the Azir with flash, but okay, time to farm for real. Ulti's down. The objectives in these plays are finally done. We can't spend time following the Rammus. He might do a gank or two, but we farmed the damn camps too fast for him to compete at all. But it's reacting too. It's not like a big call. We saw him bot and then he enters our jungle. That fucking guy's gonna gank mid. He's Rammus. Hmm. Right. And you have to be involved at every step too to carry the variance. When your allies suck, when your allies are good, like you want to fight a lot. Almost fight every instance, and he gave you an instance right there. If you gave it away, danger ping deluxe, don't get ganked. Like, that's not it. The way you have impact is just being there. Which we all know this, but then like getting there or going back to it after you like see another sequence where it's like everyone could play safe or whatever. Ah, after I've been scarred and bruised by these fucking allies to show me that I could love again. That there's other fish in the sea. It's fine. Nice. Holy moly. Get Merc Treads for sure. OP. Alrighty. Now where do we go, Mr. Lead? Okay. This does require a mistake from the enemy, but we'll see. The alternative. Okay. Yeah, Ramus has like just finished his second camp. Go to his jungle, his jungle. His wolves, his gromp. Stay on the bot side. Because where you're in the river there, you got time to kill. Whoa. I want to flash on the Twitch. Ah, job's done. Were you trying to defend the top camps or what? No, he would play for the gang for sure. A lot of junglers would take the camps, but not Ramus. He's slow as fuck. The turtle wins the race. False. False. If I know North America. Then again, Azir's fucking gone. Are still Ramus. That's pretty bad. Whoa, Nelly. Best case scenario. GG. Well, one little play like that will instantly win the game. Now, Azir left, but listen, that one was kind of BTFO'd. We were on the good course. Happy game. Now, in your games that you're losing, you say like it needs to happen your way, and I've seen that 1,000 times where it's like person becomes too rigid, they play to the script, and then they can't do moves like that where it's a reaction. It's because he did this, I can do this. Do you feel like that's holding you back in your games, or no? I could just be reaching. I don't know. 60, 70. Right. Now, now imagine you play it perfect and then everyone goes 0-3. There was no point to play it perfect. And the only move that you have to combat the 0-3 every lane is taking a risk, taking a fight, taking a chance. What has to be at the right time? Uh, Ramus attacks, so you had better advantage because you were there for the counter. If you force bad scenario, you lose. So you always have to like do a punish, not a okay. Now I see we're losing, so now I'll go in. It'll be like everything at the right place at the right time, but not forced. They have to swing first. You have to get that fucking 1-2 punch on them after they throw a swing and you dodge it, or your teammates eat it. Something. Well, it can get there if you let go of the script now because you have it. It's in you. You know when it's good, but then you can go back to the basics before you knew anything. Most players, when they first start, they're running around and fighting everything, and they're better off for it. And then they see some advice that will be like full clear the camps, never skip them, and then that works for them, and then it stops working. And then we bring it all together in a way. I had this problem too. So there be certain support champions. I have this playstyle where I want to just fucking trade at every step of the fucking lane on support when I was playing that. And then I had this thought one day that I need to get out of my way and let the champion do what it wants to do. Like Jonna doesn't want to trade like that anymore. Like shit like that. And then once I had that thought, like to this day I'll have that where I'm like, get out of the way, you know, play or I don't know. Like what does the champion want to do? What does my ally want to do? Things like that matter. Diana wants to ramp up. Diana wants to snowball. What does Rammus want to do? Rammus wants to gank. So if you ask those questions, that can help too. Um, what do you think? Where do you want to go from here? Because there's a bunch of angles. Like there's that game state, how to play it. There's like the tilt part. There's being dealt a bad hand, what to do. What are you thinking? ARAM. Isn't a beast. ARAM's fine for a beginner. Yeah, I haven't touched it forever. Let's see. We can just see like first two steps that leads to the fucking demise. Against Nidalee, you can't fuck around. You can't beat Nidalee. This would be like a farm very clinically, and don't fucking lose it. They never work. They never will. At least it's not the right way. We didn't ask her dad first. We didn't like take her out to dinner. Nothing. We didn't warm up the engine. Nothing. The wrong way. Ike with exhaust. Good lord. This would be a matchup where you could get boots early too. You can run cash back and then get boots because you have to run around with Nidalee in a sense. You have to be there for the fights like we were with Ramus. Mhm. From the freeze frame, I see you do Krugs and then you walk to Void Grubs. No. The Void Grub to Krug are up. The Orn is dead. You don't have to do some dumb shit. Drag Dragons cleared. Pikes. Oh, your Jinx doesn't even have mana. Your Pike Ultra sucks. Yeah, with these bad plays against early aggressive like winter champs like Kindred and Italy, Graves, you already know they get too much tempo off that. So any play where you're gonna where it has the potential where you die and then you get the objective, it's just not worth. They already spent the time for the objective, that's fine. So what leads you to that? Because that's the problem. We know that's a bad play, but what makes you go full force? Okay. Okay. If I'm in one of these game states, I know that the enemy has to throw for me to have my lead again. And this isn't a fight that they're gonna feed. So then oh yeah, now the tempo's fucked. But it's the same deal. You gotta find the punish where the enemy you're in position at the right time, which you can be regardless of allies, and then the enemy makes a mistake and you clean it all up. That spear. Let's go next game. I don't think in a single Diana video I've forced like in the past like 3 months. I'll do fast shit ganks like on tempo, but it's never this desperate force. Nope. Nope. Gangplank Tryndamere 14 big. You weren't lying. You would have to be 6'3" and like whatever assist to carry this. 7 has gone too far. With these sort of games too, it's one mistake lose. Now, that's a lot of farming in the early game with the losers, but then you do have to do the one play. You have to be ready for it, just fully willing to totally do it at the right time. Always requires the enemy to make a mistake and then for you to clean it up. Like, we need that Fizz ulti down, we need Zillion ulti down, someone to be chunked, etc., etc. Go back? How does this start? What do you? You're against Mundo. If you lose a second, that's bad. Mundo too fast. We'll see. Mm. Slash QE Alto. And it's not enough. That bitch is fast. That's her passive when she autos the mark. Wow. Two shit ganks. Mundo's done with wolves. You've lost the game. And then this sets up the fizz. Amazing. It's the same pattern though. It's the exact same thing as the dragon where it's these forced plays. None of these have to happen. You say it's going to happen and then you pay the price for them. I mean, the games it puts you in a losing game state, but you can see like how that's fundamental to Diana. All right. He walks into his freebie as God intended. Well, you've killed bot lane. Yeah. That's our contribution so far. We've killed our bot lane. I can only imagine too. If this is one of those Christmas games where it's like your intention is to help the bot lane, save the noob, it's not happening. Never will. Conqueror Zaya, conquering the competition. You have to. You do his camps and you dive top. To not do a play top is super bad. Because once he stays, it's the same as the Rammus thing. There's no reaction. This dive top isn't coming back, and you have nothing to combat your bot lane just feeding. Well, I think when exactly. That's what I was gonna guess. With what you've been saying, it's like you see it and then your mood gets worse and then it's more on the script. Well, fuck it, I'm just gonna do this. And I hear you, I've done that 1,000 times. And it don't work. Taking the two camps from Mundo would matter too. So when you become more fearsome of an opponent like that, where you always have an option, it's harder for the enemy to even win. Like Mundo would have played pretty much perfect up until that bot gank, succeed in the bot gank, and then lose his topside camps. And he'd be like, fuck. That can prompt him. That could prompt him to make all sorts of mistakes. You take blue Gromp, he resets there. Maybe you don't dive top. Maybe you just sit there in the bush and you and Tryndamere kill him and he doesn't have ulti. It gives you all sorts of possibilities. I bet it's on the same. Your team's awesome. I bet it's on the same, like save your ally. Yeah. If you're not locked in, you die to Fizz here, but there's no camps up anyways. You're strong, but listen, like where you didn't play pixel perfect along the way, like the game's messier. So then it's harder for you in the long run. If you like, so when the team starts sucking and then you have to play it very well for like 2 turns, but once you get a punish, then you can start taking over when you're in business. But in both replays, like you made it harder by dying a couple times. The dying like fuels the fire, and you can farm your camps, not die, play it even for a long time. So no, it would have been way before, like not doing the bot play. Your allies died, but you fueled that. It'd be not doing the mistakes. If you delete the mistakes, you're in business. It'd be 2 turns of doing it the right way, but then you have to punish and you can't make a mistake. The Europeans I coach, they always say, I did mistake here. You need to not do mistake. Thank you. But like legit, because the second you do the mistake, it's fucking, it's too much. Enemy gets too much juice. You never compete again. You lose the tempo. It's the perfect storm. Super bad. Punish? Because the punish is just like a proper full clear. You full cleared your camps, you're in the bush. And you can do that honestly easier with losing allies because there's nothing to do. Oh yeah, let me add react to this bad boy. The react is part of the punish, but in general, adding more of that, it's going to be good. That's what I'm seeing today. For Diana, mm, let's see. Ha! Everyone gets blue smite for free. They'll find red smite finally. A year later, they'll find red smite. That's awesome. Um, the jungle XP and gold ramps up, so the do the Rammus play is going to become so much more important to really ramp and take the game because everyone is going to farm mid game. I think if there's not team fights, like the default is going to be like these plays early game and then some plays in farming mid game for a champ like Diana to take over. And then that's when the camps are worth more and you move faster through the jungle. And then with the other roles, like they scale better, so it's more of the same, it's just faster. So since the roles scale better, Diana needs to put the enemy ADC in the fucking dirt mid game or pay the price. If she just lets it coast on, then she gets outscaled. By the mid lane, the fucking level 20 top laner, the ADC with 6 items. Atacon being removed is good. Baron Spine at 20 is good. Well, Atacon's a win more, so I don't know. For solo queue is an annoying thing to deal with. What you should do, what you should do is just play like normals here and there, and then play to kill people a bunch and see what that's like in the new season because all the extra shit like doesn't matter at the beginning. If you can if you can get that first kill in the game, like you're gonna win every game at the start of the season because everyone's yeah, that was a while ago. I don't think it will get like that too much. Right balances the game way too hard now. So, but we'll see. Yep. Hope I helped. Well, yeah, it's actually useful. That's that's the only reason I ever went forward with it. Where that bad boy said a couple things to me, I'm like, all right, I'm down. It fucking is like, okay. I'm like, how should I play this fight on Udyr like with the this post game? And it's like, you need to play the fights front to back, do this mid game, do that. And I'm like, I would say that I'm in. More than a fucking retard large language model, I'm in. But said how to play it. It did it like it will say flank at the right time. It will say front to back and shit like that goes a long way. For someone who doesn't have any like people will be aimed at such bullshit nowadays. Just nothing, just noise. And that even if that pushes them in a half right direction, it's he's very nice and it has other shit built in. So I like it. It's more Korean though, so I mean I talk with the guys a lot, but yeah. Yeah, they're like a sub company of Gen G. So yeah, they're in it. Oh, I know nothing of the programming side. Alrighty. See you on the other side in season 16. Happy New Year. Peace.